Golden Wind is a Pulp Fiction reference, and MISTA is Samuel L. Jackson. Are you curious? Let's think about it. My name doesn't matter. Today, I'll talk about two things that I really love: Jojo Part 5 and Tarantino movies, specifically Pulp Fiction. If you haven't watched any of these, go watch them because I will not summarize them here, okay? Let's go. Golden Wind is my favorite part of Jojo, and anyone who watches Jojo knows that Jojo has a lot of references to music, fashion, cinema, and whatever Araki wants. The most obvious cinematographic reference in Golden Wind is The Godfather from Francis Ford Coppola, that if you haven't watched it yet, please go for it. I also believe that Golden Wind has a little reference to the movie The Bodyguard, but some people may attack me because Bruno and Trish is considered wrong. Well, something being considered wrong doesn't mean that something doesn't exist, right? Anyway, another thing that always intrigued me in Golden Wind is that I couldn't find visual references for MISTA and Bruno. We have quite famous visual reference for Naranja and Journal, for example. Bruno clothes made sense because the zipper thing were harmonized with the white suit. But MISTA, what the heck? Hold that information, okay? Returning to Pulp Fiction, it's a movie released in 1994. Oh my god. And it kind of has some mafia guys and the boss gangster wife. The boss is a mysterious guy whose face we only see after the middle of the story. There is betrayal and drugs and a lot of violence. Everything of that is in Golden Wind. These are normal elements for a mafia story. So why do I think that MISTA is a Samuel L. Jackson reference? And yes, I say Samuel L. Jackson because he's fucking awesome. The first resemblance is that both are really superstitious. When Brett's associate appears from nowhere shooting Jules and Vincent and they don't take any of the shots, Jules believes that it was a miracle and a divine sign for him to leave Mafia. And MISTA, well, we already know his obsession over the number 4, which, according to him, is a cursed number that brings bad luck. Remember that Jules escaped an inescapable shooting? Well, that same situation happened to MISTA. The second resemblance is that both MISTA and Jules have a very simple way of thinking, but when they are eating, they love to philosophize about the same things, including vegetarianism, veganism, which animals they consider acceptable to eat the meat, and which animals they consider filthy. The third resemblance I'm going to address is that personality of them, okay? I don't have to talk too much about it. And just for curiosity, MISTA and Samuel are Sagittarius from December. Well, you can say that all of this is a cliche, and all that I said is a normal thing for gangster characters. But there's the point 4. So, are you convinced now? I have watched Golden Wind in 2023, and now in 2024, I decided to watch Pulp Fiction again just for fun when I saw that horrible shorts, and it just clicked. Finding these similarities made me love Jojo even more. And if it's really a reference, it was a really smart and creative praise. So obviously, I decided to watch the whole movie again with Jojo in mind. And there is no way not to relate Bucciarati to Mia Wallace. When I watched Golden Wind for the first time, I even noticed that the hair was the same, because I haven't used this hairstyle myself for some time. But there is more. Check her overdoses sequence and the sequence when Bruno battles the boss. So similar, the representation, the angles, the expressions, movement. If it's a reference, the animation studio really put a lot of good work. Bruno is my favorite Jojo character and associate him to a character and an actress that I admire so much only increases my love for him. It's funny that I knew that I liked Golden Wind because I thought that it was a Tarantinesque stuff. To think that it could be a really well done praise to one of my favorite movies made me really happy. Anyway, do you agree that Golden Wind could be a Pulp Fiction reference? So that's it. If you got this far, thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed the content. If you give a like and let your opinion in the comments, obviously with respect, I'm gonna be even more happy. See you next time.